In this video, I'm going to share with you how you can get more quality leads who are ready to buy from you right now from your meta ads. And I'm going to do that by first breaking down why you don't need cheaper leads, contrary to popular belief. Second, I'm going to show you how to get more quality leads by structuring your questions in a way that only your best prospects want to answer them. And lastly, I'm going to share with you a tip that I use to trick the algorithm to target only the best kind of people. My name is Alan. I'm the founder of adsimprove.com. In 2025, I managed over $1.8 million of ad spend. During that time, I realized there is a common theme among business owners, which is that they are always looking for cheaper leads. Sounds logical because if you spend the same but get more leads, you'll probably make more money. But that's not true in reality. And if you have the same mentality, it's holding you back. Here's why. This is what most people think when they say they need cheaper leads. Let's say normally they spend $1,000 on ads. From each $1,000, you get 100 leads. That's a $10 cost per lead. Let's say out of those 100 leads, 60% show up. Out of the 60 that showed, you close on average 33%, which is an okay close rate. So out of the 100 leads, you're going to make 20 sales, which equals $4,000. Now, what most people think is going to happen when you get cheaper leads is this. For the same $1,000, you're going to get more leads. Let's say, for example, 150. That's a cost per lead of $6.67. So you decrease your cost there. And they imagine that the rest of the metrics are going to remain the same. So out of the 150 people, 9 is going to show, 60% show up rate. And out of the 90 that showed, 30 is going to become a sale. So the close rate is going to remain the same. So instead of $1,000 resulting in 20 sales, it's going to result in 30 sales or $6,000. So people think with cheaper leads, you'll have the same show up rate and same close rate, which is not realistic at all. What's really going to happen with cheaper leads is this. You're going to spend $1,000. Let's say you do get 150 leads instead because you remove friction, make it easier for people to apply, etc. So you're going to have a $6.67 cost per lead. You're going to get 150 leads. But in reality, what's most likely to happen is that your show rate is going to plummet. Now, instead of 90 people showing, most likely 70 is going to show. So your show rate is going to go down. In this case, it's by 22%. Because less interested people are showing up, you're going to close less of them. Close rate is going to decrease. Out of 150 leads, you're going to probably sell about 20 people. It's going to result same revenue with more leads. So you work more, spend more time working your leads, making sure they show up for the same money. So what should you do? You need to filter unqualified people before they become leads. And you do that by adding friction. In this case, out of $1,000 in ads, you're going to get 70 leads. Your cost per lead is going to increase. In this case, it's a dramatic increase to $14.3, which is a 43% increase. That's massive. But what's going to happen is because you get more serious people opting in, more of them are going to show up. So out of the 70 leads, 55 is going to show, which is a 78% show up rate. That's a 30% increase from the previous one. And out of the 55 that showed, because they are higher quality leads, a higher percentage of them is going to buy. So your close rate is going to increase from 33% to 40%, which is a 20% increase. So instead of 20 sales, you're going to make 22 from less leads, resulting in more revenue. So you don't need more leads or cheaper leads. You need quality leads who are ready to buy from you right now, and a lot more of them, which brings me to point number 2, how to get more high quality leads from your meta ads and how to structure your questions in a way that only your best prospects answer them. Most people try to fix their lead problem by removing friction. It does 2 things. First, makes it easier for good quality prospects to apply, but also easy for bad quality people to apply. This is going to fill your inbox with garbage leads. The counterintuitive fix is to add friction, but only the right kind, because the wrong kind of friction filters out everyone. A good example would be slow page load. It filters out everyone, good prospects and bad prospects. So we want to add the right kind of friction. How does that look like? Let's say you are selling to business owners. You want to structure your questions like this, for example. Are you a business owner? Yes, I make over 10K per month. Yes, I make less than 10K per month. Or no, I'm not a business owner. This makes non-business owners less likely to apply, because even the question indicates that it's for business owners and business owners only. I experienced this firsthand last October when we were running lead ads to get people's email addresses in exchange for a free training. After the training, we prompted them to join a free community. That was the conversion event, them joining community. That was the goal of the campaigns. We experienced really low conversion rate from people who gave their email address to people who joined the community. That was because at first we only asked for their email address, not even their name. We changed it in the following way. We asked not only their email address, but also their name, obviously, and if they are a business owner. Question was the following: are you a business owner? Yes, I make less than 5K per month. Yes, I make more than 5K per month. Or no, I'm not a business owner. What happened might shock you is that we got less leads, but more of them converted into community joiners. So what questions should you ask from your leads to make sure that they are high quality? I use this framework called BANT. Now, I did not invent this. IBM did, I believe, even 20th century. But since then, kept using it, and many other enterprise sales organizations are using it to qualify prospects. Here's how you can use it. BANT stands for budget, authority, need, and time. Budget is basically if they have the budget to join your program, buy your product. An example for this question would be, do you make over 5K per month? Authority is asking if they can make the final decision to join the program. This is to ensure that there are no other decision makers in the process. You can get the sale on the call. An example here would be, who else is involved in making the final decision? Third one is need. This is where you agitate the pain, basically. This is where you repeat the feelings that they are feeling and the pain that they are experiencing. So one would be, what's keeping you up at night? Now, it's a bit straightforward. It depends when you can ask this. Maybe it's more for a warmer audience, but still, that's a good question. Another good question would be, what's causing the biggest headaches for you in your marketing, for example? And you list 4 or 5 specific problems. The last one is time. If this is basically urgency, because you want the prospect to join your program today and not a month from now. A good question would be, when are you looking to start? These questions not only qualify the lead, but it also agitates their pain and puts them into a state where they are more willing to solve the problem. To take this to another level, here's the bonus tip that I use to trick the algorithm to only find the right kind of people. If you know that certain clients with certain characteristics spend more than the others, let Meta know that you only care about them. Don't signal to the algorithm that everyone who fills out your lead form is a lead. Use conditional logic and send your ideal leads to a different page where you have your pixel indicating that everyone who reaches this page is a lead. This way, you're telling Facebook to find more people like this, not just everyone who completes the lead form. Here is an example lead form I've set up. Are you a business owner question from previously. I have it set up so that everyone who ticks yes, I make over 10K per month are taken to a page. Let me show you. Here you can find that, here you can read that this is a 10K page for business owners making over 10K per month. You would put your meta pixel on this page and set it to fire a lead event when this page is reached. Now, I've set it up so that if you tick something else, let's say you tick no, I'm not a business owner, or yes, I make less than 10K per month, you are taken to a different 10K page, which is for non-business owner, or if they make less than 10K, and people who reach this page would not be leads in Meta's eyes. This ensures that your campaigns will optimize for quality. So to summarize, number one, you don't need cheaper leads. You want higher quality leads who are ready to buy today. These people will convert at a higher percentage. Number two, in order to filter out unqualified leads, structure your questions accordingly. Use BANT to make sure that only the right kind of people want to fill them out. Number three, only signal to the algorithm that person became a lead when they meet your criteria. Use conditional logic to do this. I virtually guarantee that if you take these actions, changes, your lead quality will skyrocket. Your lead cost might go up, but you will be able to sell them at a higher percentage and you're going to make more money as a consequence.